Okay. I am streaming again. Nothing much to say in terms of introduction to the stream. I yesterday spent most of the stream chugging along trying to do some more polygon-union work, and I thought I solved the issue yesterday, or I thought I figured out how to get it all done, but I discovered another edge case, so I'm gonna just kind of start hammering away at that, see what I can uncover, and see how to fix that particular edge case, and just kind of go from there. I'm distracting myself by looking at the spots on my beard, which is a completely irrelevant detail to the stream. So instead of focusing on that, I'll just switch this view over here to the scene, and I'll see what I can do. All right. So, of course, my now standard procedure, I am going to do myself a favor and pull up my chat on my phone as well, just in case my computer chugs along a little too slowly, so I'll be able to get double confirmation of chat messages and things like that. Okay. Alright, okay, alright. Okay. Looks like we're good. Okay. So, back to the action. So let me highlight this edge case I'm referring to. So here I have two shapes and they are successfully unioned. This blue outline here shows the union of those. I might change the color of the other two for a minute. You know what, actually, instead of blue, I'll make red the union color, so it sticks out a little more. Build that. Yeah, I suppose that's okay. Kind of stands out. Anyway, let me shift over to the edge case that I'm referring to now. I have, if I change the second shape here to 7, 7, I have a sort of coincident line situation, and that produces an unfortunate edge case that I have to start sorting out. So here I've got a problem where the union should be, this red line should be tracing all around these two, right? The union of those. But instead I have just 1, 2, 3 line segments, and then it stops working. So I have to set up, well, I have to set up, I don't have to set anything up, I have to try to figure out what's going wrong there. So onto that onto that set of problems, which is always going to be interesting. What time am I at here? Hope everyone's doing okay today, by the way, if you're tuned in. Hope things are going okay on your end. Things are all right on mine. Anyone watching, feel free to join in on the chat. You can talk about programming, you can talk about other projects you're working on, anything like that. I do enjoy chatting. It's nice. Okay. Let's see here. Oof, we got a Right, so I have two REPLs open here. Let me clean that out a little bit and clean this one out. And I'll pull these definitions in to my lower REPL instance here. A, B, should be fine. Okay, so if I do here polygon union of A and B, yeah, so I have this issue here, and this makes sense. 0, 0 is this, is 1, 2, 3, I have 4 points, which correspond 0, 0, 10, 0, 8 and 2, and 12 and 2, and then the rest are nil. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So there's obviously some issue with this here. So the way I'm gonna try to figure this out is the same way I was doing it yesterday. I'm just gonna hop over to here, have a look at these one layer at a time. So if I get rid of order lines here, it should, now if I run polygon union without that, this is a list of line segments that are produced, and I can have a look at what's going wrong. I'm assuming, well, let's have a look here. If I order lines from that, okay, so I start at 0, 0, then go to 10, 0, and then I go 10, 0 to 8, 2, and then I go 8, 2 to 12, 2. So why not go from 12, 2 to 7, 7? Why does that not work? That is actually a little oh wait, no, I do, but then I don't. Yeah, 8, 2 to 12, 2. Then I have 12, 2 and 7, 7, which is this point here, but 7, 7 doesn't seem to exist, right? I have no line segment with a 7, 7 as its starting point here. So that's a problem. Why might that be the case? Not sure yet. If I do polygon intersection of A and B, I do get different points of intersection here. 10, 10, 8, 2. Two, 10, and 7, 7. Okay, so things are almost okay. There's just the one problem. If I run trim at points, let's take the line segment that I'm considering here. 5, 5. 10, 10. And then I want to trim at these points. So I get 5, 5, 7, 7. 7, 7 to 10, 10. And then 10, 10 to 10, 10. Right, so what's the cause here? Let's have a look here. No, that doesn't make sense to me. Oh, I meant to put ls here so I could see that. Okay. Okay, so I'm close to correct, but not quite correct. So it looks like I have all the segments in this list here. In fact, let me lazily get a visual confirmation of that by copying this into here. By def lines is this. Okay, and then I draw those lines for L in lines here with a random color, and I just want to hide these because I don't really need them at the moment. Scaled 10 times. Pardon me. Okay. Pardon me. Okay, so using the trim approach here, in fact, I do correctly have all of the line segments listed out here, which is really nice. The next thing, the filter to run here, there are no segments where the start and end point are the same, so no degenerate cases, if you want to call it that, where all I mean by that is if you have a line segment where the start point and the end point are exactly equal, then it's not a line and you don't need it in the list. And so that does appear to be correctly filtered out with a quick glance. And visually here, every segment has a different color, so they're all correctly separated. So it must mean there's some slight issue with when points or when lines are deemed to be inside or outside of the shape itself. So let's see. Yeah, so for sure, where am I at here? Let's go like this. Come on. There. You know what I'm gonna do? Let's close this. It's not even a project that's relevant at the moment. Kill those. Okay, good enough for now. Alright, so just distracting myself. I'm pretty sure there's an issue with the situation where Yeah, okay. So the basic idea is this. Take this line here, for example, the bottom segment on the first polygon. I'm doing a check where basically it's saying, hey, is the line inside polygon A but not inside polygon B? Let me rephrase that even a little simpler. The current logic is that any segment that is both inside A and inside B, take it out of the list because it's an interior line. Now the only issue with that logic is I have it set up that any segment that is exactly on the border of any point of any polygon is considered to be inside. Therefore, this segment here, this light blue one, and oh no, sorry, actually just this segment here, technically, if I'm thinking correctly, that segment will not be in the list because it is both on the line of A and the line of B. So it is removed from the list of lines by the same logic that this one here is, because it is inside A and on the edge of B, right? So I have to now figure out a way to disambiguate such things. Well, it's kind of tricky, actually, if I'm being honest. Okay, so any given line will trying to think through a situation that would disambiguate it, and I'm trying to think through if you take every line segment and say if there's a line segment that has either of its points on both lines, then it is on an edge, but otherwise it's not. Is that correct? Let me try to build that out as a little predicate here and see if that makes any sense at all. Okay, I'm gonna go here and try to build out that little bit of logic. Okay, so I need to generate right, so I just need a list of points, which would actually just be all points is just concat PGA PGB. So that's there ready for this. And here, the filter is when or let's see, contains value yeah, all points is the list of points first or I'm wondering if this doesn't disambiguate things properly though. It might match properly on all, which would not make it useful. So I have to figure that one out, or I have to think about this a little further. So when that's the filter and you run it over lines and then you get C. So let's see if I run that and I see C here. Oops, I must have messed something up here with the predicates. Oh no, this is wrong here. There we go. Okay, let's give that a shot. I don't know that it's correct yet, but polygon-union AB, let's have a look. It's empty. Okay. Let's step this back once here. Okay, all points is wrong. That's weird. Or maybe it's right. Pardon me. Well, maybe it is right. I just don't believe it's right. Something's not quite right here. I also think I'm doing this wrong. Yeah, this isn't right yet. All points doesn't help me with anything, so I have to go back again. I actually need to, I'm supposed to do it this way, I believe. So if I do and, yeah, it's got to be like this. So and contains value PGA and PGB, or run that again with the second point. Okay, this is very unruly. Okay. So theoretically, oh, I also typed that out wrong. When list. Okay, so theoretically that should give some result. We'll find out. Empty. Let's just turn this into a function of its own. I think that works. Does that work? Apparently it kind of does anyway. So let's just clean this up. Crazy bread. It's not done. That's not a good name for it, obviously, but it should. Okay, it's working. I mean, the predicate's not working, but it's a beginning. All right, let's have a look at a list here. Okay. Right, so this list, there should be, so this line here goes from 7.7 to 10.10 right here. So this contains, so 7.7 is part of, it is a point on PGB but not PGA, but 10.10 is, oh no, this is wrong. Shoot. Okay. Time to hit that drawing board. So what I was saying, so 10.10 is a point in PGA, but it is not a point in PGB. And I cannot use it as, yeah, okay, that's obviously not going to work. Okay. Oh boy. Well then, what to do? What to do? Well, I can forget this. At least, that's nice. Okay. What did I delete here? I think I need square bracket there. Okay. Alright, so back to this situation. It is removing this line where it is exactly shared by both, but it is on the edge of both. Okay, if I come up with some kind of predicate like on perimeter, what I need to do in this case is polygon and point, and I just need to run map wait a second, let's first do this filter sorry, first let me just let point be add z map v add z to comp. No, what am I doing? Point add z point. Then pg is map v add z point. So I get 3D points, and then here I should be able to just do filter online. Okay, does that make any sense? If I give on perimeter, if I pass it the polygon A, and there's a point I know that's on the perimeter that's 5, 0. I know that is. Ooh, something's wrong there. Really? Oh, right. Here. I have to do this. Lines is polygon to lines of PG. Right. So then instead of this, I filter lines, and that should fix it. Not quite. Huh. Maybe I'm doing this wrong. I don't think that's wrong though. No. Yeah, okay. Oh, what? Something's clearly wrong here. Here, this. That's what's wrong. Filter partial online point over the lines. Let's see if that fixes that. Okay. Yes, that's giving me the right line segment. But if this is not on there at all, okay. Count 0. Okay, so when the count of that is greater than 0, it's true. Yeah. When count of this whole thing is greater than 0. Okay, so this should false. What did I do? Okay, nil. And then this should be true. Oh, Oh, right. I always forget, I don't need the when there. I just let it be the predicate and it'll nil or true, basically. True, false, perfect. Okay, good for now. So what I now need is, I need this new predicate here to be some, yeah, so get lines with midpoints on both perimeters. Okay, so this list C will be special in the sense that it has to, okay, let me think about this just for a second. I want to filter the list of lines such that I only get here, it'll be okay, when gotta think about it for just a moment. And yeah, okay, here, this is how I do it. When I guess I don't even need the when in these situations. Right? I just need the and. Okay, so let's see if this makes any sense. And in fact, these I could check later if I can swap them to just not only when not, but I'll think about that in a minute. Okay. And on perimeter, PGA, midpoint of the line. Yes, that makes sense. And on perimeter, PGB, midpoint, the same line. That's the predicate, and I'm filtering the list. Let's have a look here and see if this returns something useful for me. Aha, okay, 7 to 10, 7 to 10. Okay, so it's a little strange that I have double that, or is that not strange? But that is the segment that I need, which is really nice. Okay, let me do myself a little favor here. Actually, let me see. Is there a duplicate of that already in here? Here I've got 7, 7 to 10, 10. It is in here twice, 7, 7, 10, 10. So I will need a way to dedupe things, or I suppose I should have a way to dedupe. But that is filtering, that is getting me the correct line segments, which is really a big win. But now, okay, so let's assume the duplication thing is going to be a non-issue for now. If I run this again, just to get the list A, and now if instead of when not, I just make it not, I want to see if that returns. Oh, wait a second. What did I mess up here? Oh, no. Wait a second. I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay, let's try that. Let's see. Okay, so let me just zip back up here. Eight, 2, 12. Yeah, it looks the same. It is the same. Okay, so I can simplify these two just a little bit here. Of course, it was silly of me to ever not do it that way, but you know, sometimes you get caught up in things a little bit. This goes to that. Okay, so now using that logic here, I should be able to have a look now at polygon-union AB, and it should return a nice list of lines. And it does indeed have the missing segments in there, which is quite nice. So let me do into set this whole thing. That'll dedupe things. It should. Into vec again. Okay. It seems correct-ish. And then now let me do order lines of this, and I should see no nils. Ah, yes. Okay. This is fantastic. Okay, that's pretty awesome, actually. I'm pretty happy with that. Let me see one step. Let me check if I can order lines without doing that. Aha, I can. Sweet. Okay, so I'm a little bit concerned about where to put let me write this a different way now. Thread last, this list, A, B, C. This list of lines gets threaded through this filter, not nil. Is there a not nil? Okay, let's that does work, right? I feel as if that would be a better a little more readable. Okay, so that's the filter, not nil, and then I do into set, and then I do order lines, and that should give me the result I hope for. So let's give that a shot. Polygon-union AB. Boom, we've got a list of points that appear to be in order. I'm happy with that for now. Let's give it a little testerino. Let's restart this session. Okay. I'm gonna pop this over to the AJTV scrap pile, basically. Pile of garbage. And have a little look here. Okay. Let's open this, load this. Okay. Let's run this. Okay, there's no errors. That's good. Okay, I have that already. I don't need it again. Not really anyway. So let's get rid of it. I'll comment it out. And what I want to do instead is open this up, build that, save it again. Yes. Okay. That edge case is solved. Okay, so now let me just kind of quickly run through all the stuff I figured out throughout yesterday's work and today. Kind of make sure I've got some reasonable edge case considerations. So this lines overlapping thing is solved. If I move, let's see, if I move what? I'm trying to think what points I should move to test this one. Let's just do a good old simple one here. If I move 7, 7 to 10, 7, should, yes, okay, so that's a nice simple situation where only 2 points are intersecting. Now if I move this further in, I'll have a situation where there are, I think, 4 points intersecting, but they're not coincident in any way. So let's move this to 6. See what that looks like. Oh, and of course I find another another broken situation. I thought I was getting close. Oof, that hurts. Man, there's just so many conditions to this. I really do wonder if there's a much smoother approach to all of this, but I wanna finish building it out. Because I'm fairly certain I can kind of combine the different filters together so that it's like one big transducer at the end, and then it works nicely over everything, but that's not a guarantee. I don't totally know what I'm talking about, so let's see, 1, 2, 3, there are 4 intersection points. Let's draw those out again. Let's add them to this. Let's add those back. Let's just see that that's not like a floating point error thing. Let's have a look. No, it's not. Darn. 1, 2, 3, 4 intersections. Move that back to 7 for a minute here. Okay, that's nice, that's working. Okay, there was another case I had where it was, what? How did I do it? oh yeah, I had this 5, 5. Yeah, I had moved to I think like this. I think that's what I did. Yeah, and that works still, so that's nice. And if I move it to 10, 1, I think this still works. Yeah, okay, so that's not so bad. There's some things working, some things not. Whoa, 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 why did that go so wrong? Theoretically, the order of these doesn't matter, so if it changes, okay, that is kind of good. Okay, that's okay. Okay, another edge case. Let's start being a detective here. Okay, let me move this back to 5, 5, right? So we have a working shape here. Yes, okay, this is a good test. Right, okay. The case that broke it was this one here. Which I'm surprised at, actually. I don't know, nothing immediately pops into my head as to why that would cause a problem. So back to the good old testing methods now. Okay, so here I've got polygon-union AB. Yes, of course, the classic nil problem. All right. So what is happening? Let's find out. Here we are. Okay. Oh, wait a second. Oh, here. This order lines thing, I don't know if I should return. I guess I'll leave that alone for now. Okay, what is the problem here? If I do polygon intersection of AB, I should see 8 2's in there, 2 10. Yeah. it's hard to read, but 9.210 is here. So it's this 6, this one here is a problem. And once again, the same problem is arising where I do not have this segment here from 6.17, 6.17 to 5.7. This here that's a missing segment, and I'm not certain why. Well, of course, it's because it's inside, but it's on the perimeter. Oh, shoot. Seriously? Well, twelve two 5.7. That's the line. I want you to trim at these points here. This is the point that's, or this is the length that's listening. This here is the line segment that's missing from all of these lists. But it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't actually be a problem. This segment is the one that's actually missing from this list, from the second polygon, right? And why would that be? Let me have a look at that one. So that line is from 5.5 to 12.12, right? Okay. So here, this is actually the one that's missing. Whoops. And that has a midpoint, not in... That one should be in either list A or list B. Why is it not? Let's have a little gander at that, huh? Okay, let's have a look. Oh, that's should obviously be in B. All right. Let's run this here. Point inside PG A. Oh no, it should be on A, but the line should be, but the point I'm checking is the midpoint of the line here. Where am I at here? 10. Midpoint of that. That's true. Okay. Okay, so the line here, this exists. I wonder if I'm having a floating point problem. I'm not convinced that that's the issue. Okay, this here, I should be able to run this filter over this list of lines and get something back. Okay, so there's something going a little bit wrong here. This point should be in that list, or this line should be in that list of lines, right? I believe so. Did I invert things by accident here? No. We're good. I'm confused. I don't think I inverted this by accident. I think this is now the wrong predicate. Right, because A2 to 5,5 is not what I need. 5,5 to 6 whatever is not what I need. There's something going wrong here. This I don't know why. That shouldn't be in this list. So okay. Let me have a look here. Okay, here. Point inside B, midpoint of ASDF. It's not inside B. Why does it say that it is? That's the problem I'm having. Right, okay. So well, I'm going to go to the washroom for a minute, and I'll be back to think about this. Okay. This polygon here. This line 5 to 7, 12 to 12 is this line right here. And apparently the midpoint of ASDF let's call it 8, 8 for testing purposes. Ends up inside this, but I don't see how that's true. It can't actually be true, can it? Let's see here. Let me go over here. One day I'll get there. Yep. Okay. Let's resurrect this little bad boy, see if it works. Oops. Hey, there we go. What? Ooh. I messed something up. Oh, no, actually. Come on. Is that gonna fix it? I think maybe unbalanced parentheses. Is that a scale issue? Might be a scale issue. There we go. Okay. Right. Okay. So PGA and PG. B, where am I at here? PGB. Good, good. Okay. So there's something going weird. There's something strange here, unless I'm totally, I don't understand. So let's go I'm just gonna hide a lot of this other stuff. I don't understand what's going wrong here. Oh, what did I, oops. Oh, I bunched all the points in the wrong spot. What did I do here? Random integer between what have I done? that correct? Let's see. There. Okay, let's narrow down the X range it can be in. Let's just do plus instead here. Yeah, and may as well do plus on both of those. Am I thinking about this right? Okay, alright. I'm shooting in the dark here. Minus 300. Let's just do that. How's that? That'll center them around 300. It should. There we go. Okay, but I need higher density than that. Why is this so hard for me to think through right now? It shouldn't be. Okay. If I go ahead. Okay. Here. I think this actually will work. Let's see. No. The reason for that is probably, well, what is it? Reader tag must be a symbol. What? Oh. There it is. That should translate that. It does. Perfect. Oop, wow, what a mess. Okay, I'm gonna just use that. Let's only do this, 100, and we'll just map 200 to 200, minus 200, minus 200. I think I did that wrong, but let's have a look. All right, there we go. That's much better. Let's go 150, 150. Of course, I now have to do the same to this here. I've quite thoroughly confused myself. This is one major problem when I have this is just a Scratch test file, right? So I just let things get really messy, but then I end up losing the logic I had when I was writing the function to begin with. Normally I don't care because I don't intend to keep it for a long period of time, but if you test a lot of little things, sometimes you do keep it. At least it's not like a real function, it's just display stuff, so not the end of the world. But let me try to replace this. Oops. thread last point through this transformation and this one, f/v plus -150, 0. I think this is gonna be a little bit wrong, but let's have a look. Yeah. Let's try that. Almost. Oh, that's not even the right spot to do that. Silly me. Silly me. Alright, let's copy this. Pop that bad boy over here, and I should theoretically see the right thing. I did move the translate or the intersection points to the right spot accidentally. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm really making a big mess of this code. Should clean it up soon. Let's try that one. Unmatched delimiter. Yes, of course, of course. Still. Yeah. All right, there we go. Okay. What's up with this here? I don't understand. Let's try 4 times as many points. Take a while. It's big SVG now. There's something wrong here, and I don't know what it is. Alright, if I have a look, so that is polygon B, I believe. Okay, if I clip ear, I think there might be an ear clipping algorithm problem here. Okay, 2, 2 to 12, 2 to 5, 7 is one triangle. Two, 2 to 5, 7, 2, 2, 5, 7, 12 to, here, this is it. This is not a valid triangle in, it's my ear clipping algorithm, it's not correct. the polygon-union setup is theoretically correct. The problem I have now is my ear clipping algorithm clips ears incorrectly. So what to do? How? Right, so the ear clipping algorithm splits it, like it just cuts triangles off of the polygon until there's no more polygon to cut triangles from anymore. Two, 2, 12, 12, 2, 12. So that's wrong as well. So there's two incorrect triangles that get built out of this. And so you've because I need the clip ear algorithm, well, because I'm running the clip ear algorithm inside the point inside predicate, it will incorrectly say that these points are inside the original polygon when they are not. Okay, so that's obviously not good. If I make some new shape that is def C is just mostly B, except it doesn't have the second point here, 12, 2. If I clip ear C, does it make the right triangles? 2, 2, 5, 7, 12, 12. No, it does not. Okay. Right, so I have a flaw in my ear clip. That much is obvious. Hide this, please. Hide this, please. There we go. Oh, this is not something I can really adequately understand on stream, unfortunately. I'm sure it's not actually that hard. I just don't want to just sit here and read on stream the whole time. So I do suppose it makes more sense to I'm clipping naively at this point. I wonder if I need some concept of the angle between points, or the angle at which, so if there's a point, there will be two lines coming in. If it's acute, then you can clip that ear. If it is obtuse, you have to skip that point and clip the next ear. And then repeat recursively until, because eventually you can still you can achieve clipping of any polygon as long as you skip, for the time being, you skip over points that are obtuse. I think that makes sense, but I'm not totally sure. Okay. Let's see if I can make a predicate for that. Oops. There we go. Oh, wait, did I? This is still going to be wrong. Clip ear and clip ears, I think, are the same. I just accidentally doubled up. Anyway, not a big deal. Clip ears of A. Still an incorrect triangle here. This one's also wrong. Okay. Okay. Let me see. Clip ears. How do I want to do this? Do I just want to pass it 3 points? Like that. Maybe that's good. Yeah, I'll go with that for the time being. So let's LA, line A goes from B to A. And line B, L1, L2 instead goes from B to C. So B is the point that you care about. Yeah, that's fine for now. Do I already have angle? Oh, I already have that. Well, neat. Alright, so this should return 90, I think, if I do this. 0, 0, 10, 0, 10, 10. Yeah, okay. If I do 20, yeah, that's perfect. Okay, so, well, that's extremely easy. So I'll just do this instead. So acute, P1, P2, P3. And then all I need to do is, if angle from points is less than 180, then it's acute. Right, so this, oh wait a second, acute, that's the wrong word for it, right? Acute is less than 90. Oh, this is horrible because I'm pretty sure that, so if I run that on this, I'm pretty sure angle from points on this will still give me an acute, or sorry, it'll still give me less than 180. Yeah, but it's greater than 180 according to the winding of of the triangle. So this is no good. That's not helpful to me. I think I need a tan 2 function somewhere in there. Oh, man. Slow brain day today, unfortunately. Should maybe try to keep things in radians as well. That's another thought going through my mind. I don't know what is a smart way to proceed here. How does atan 2 actually work anyway? I don't know right now. Let's see. Oh, well, that's not helpful. Let's do doc, maybe. Huh. Okay, well, let's see here. Java atan 2. Okay, returns theta. Okay. Alright, so I would need to I don't know. This, what is this? Clojure.repl/source angle from points. What? That doesn't make sense to me. Okay, it must be up here. Okay, what is this doing here? Math 2 degrees, the cosine of n over d. So I've got a dot product stuff here. Two distances, two vectors, yeah. Right, so the other possible angle from this is this, right? 203. How do I know which one to use? That's what I'm trying to think through right now. And this I'm sure isn't hard. I'm just not thinking very carefully right now. Yeah, so changing the vector doesn't matter, which is not surprising at all. That makes total sense. I am fairly certain I do need a tan 2. So if I do math / a tan 2, and I do, if I wrap that in my 2 degree function, and if I give a tan 2, if I put 1, 1 in here, I expect, if I'm thinking about it correctly, I do kind of expect it to give me 45 degrees. Yes, okay. So this is, this is quadrant based, so this is the y value. So if I do negative 1, 1, so this should give me 135. Oh, minus 45. Okay, so the x axis, so if this is 0, this should give me 0 degrees. Okay. Okay, so if I do then negative 1, so it's negative y, negative x, so it's in quadrant 1, 2, 3. There, okay, negative 135. Okay, so I don't want to think about this right now. That's the problem. I'm lazy today. Okay, let me, before I do forget what I discovered about some things here, I want to go over back to my union setup for where did it go? It's not here. It is, oh yes, here. Polygon intersection. clip ears is the spot. Here we go. I have to write some notes to myself anyway. This clip ears algo doesn't work in all cases. For example, the shape, let me copy A here. Oh wait, that's not the right shape, is it? It is not. B is what I need. What the? Oh, it's, yeah. Incorrectly clips to these 3 triangles. Clip ears B. Okay, first triangle is 2, 2, 12, 2, 5, 7. This is okay. Right? 2, 2, 12, 2, 5, 7. That works. This next one, 2, 2, 5, 7, 12, 12, invalid. Line 2, 2, 12, 12 is outside original poly. Yeah, and then here, this is also invalid. This third point, or third triangle, 2, 2, 12, 12, 2, 12. Invalid. Line 2, 2, 2, 12 is outside original poly. Yep, there we go. So that's wrong. This is related to the fact that I don't check for angles at all. Idea is that I can take any point to clip as long as its angle is less than 180 degrees. If it is greater, try next point, etc. Eventually, you can clip all ears away, as remaining lines will eventually be less than 180 degrees. I think that makes sense. Right, so I need to redo my clip ears approach. Can't make it naive. Which is a tad annoying, but well, you got to do what you got to do, right? Can't just ignore edge cases, so that will be something to do. Although I don't really want to start it right now. What can I do instead? What would be good to do instead? What would be good instead? Well, of course, and so I forgot to mention this too, is my angles from points function needs to be changed because it will only report the min or smaller angle between lines. I need the angle from line 1 to line 2, no matter what. So that correct polygon remains. I don't know if that makes sense. Otherwise, I can't detect incorrect triangles. There might be another way to, oh, you know what I could do instead? I could alternatively check any new lines, or, yeah. I could alternatively check all triangles. No, check candidate triangles to see that all edges are inside. No, I can't do that because that's a circular reference. I can't do that because I check if lines are inside things based on the clip ears thing. So I can't do that because this is happening inside the clip ears algorithm. So I can't, they would have circular dependence. And I don't want to have mutual recursion like that because it won't, there's no exit condition in that case, so it would recurse infinitely and give a stack overflow error. It would be bad news all around. It wouldn't work. Okay, so I do need to handle this with the angle checks and stuff like that. And my brain is melting. All right, let's just kind of go through this document for a minute and have a look at some things I can clean up. Let's also kill this REPL for now. Okay. Let me kill that one. Should learn some more keyboard shortcuts here. Okay, here also, by the way, I should really namespace is fine, utility is fine, images are, so this is for a whole other thing. I don't even know why I started using this to test this out anyway. I probably shouldn't. So actually what I'm going to do I should make a proper test bench project, and I'll move it to that. So that's a little thing for another day. Save it anyway. Kill it. Okay. So now we've just got the forge. Actually, let's do this here. Oh, that's my bad. Forge. Okay, here we go. I'll just have a quick look through some of this stuff here. This scratch thing, I can delete it nicely. That's ooh. There we go. Notes to myself. These are probably a little old, but that's okay. Operations, frep union, naive boundary rep. This union should almost be called, no, never mind, that's fine. This is fine too. Polygon-union needs to be finished. I need to finish. Actually, let's reformat this a little bit. Polygon-union needs to be fixed. I absolutely need to what else do I need to do? I had it in my head and now it has evaporated. Spec for those things as well. Angle from points, handle greater than 180 cases. There is some major, oh yeah, I had this in my head too. Change how history is tracked in shape maps. So by that I mean history right now grows very rapidly because all args are passed in as values. So you see the full tree every time the history is full. instead, I think it would be just as efficient to store the base to just append the function called to a function list without passing args as values. The tree can be rebuilt later. Does that make sense? Okay. What do I even mean by that? Right, so if I look at, what's a good example? Let's go with a polygon here. That's just a helper function. If I look at this here, right? I have this call to oh no, actually what I can do, this is not right. So all args are passed in as values and every step is appended to the history list. So the most current step contains all previous steps as values in the tree already. I think instead I can just overwrite the history key with the current function and its args as values. This should properly capture the whole code tree essentially as the user programmed it. Right? It should, so instead of doing this in the history here, if I just do this for every history, for every function that calls the history, if I just do this instead, and then if I have a look at any function that modifies the map, which would be things like I should really do this in order, eh? Okay, history. Vertex I might get rid of. I don't know that it's a meaningful shape object, but I have to think about that. Line, brep line, 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 brep polyline. Not sure about this. Okay, circle here. Yeah, makes sense. Ellipse. Oh man, I have to check for completeness on all these things too. Lots of work to do. Lots of work. Oh, really, I should also make a proper project management approach for Forge lib work. I need to. Hey Mike, I'm doing well today. How are you? Hope things are going well for you. I discovered I actually discovered one additional edge case that I fixed for the Polygon-union. Doing all right. How long I've been streaming? Didn't get a notification. Oh, it's a little weird that you didn't get a notification. I mean, so maybe you. I don't know. I can't theorize as to why that's been gone. I've been going just for about 2 hours now. So you're catching me near the end, but well, that's just the way it goes, I guess. I don't know why you wouldn't have got a notification. Yeah, not sure. Well, I discovered and fixed one edge case with the Polygon-union, and then I discovered a mistake with a different algorithm that I had. So I'm fairly confident that my Polygon-union approach is complete, but I have a problem with some triangulation. So I discovered that when I encountered this situation here. All the green dots are currently being registered as inside the polygon, but there's this slice right here where that is obviously incorrect. And that's because the way I was trying to do some simple triangulation, it puts a triangle there, and then it's incorrectly showing this. So yet another problem, but it's no longer with the Polygon-union, which is, I think, pretty exciting. So I'm happy with that. And I'm just nearing the end of things. And I was just keeping a few notes for myself because one of the next things I have to do is going to involve a bit of trigonometry, which is not actually a problem. I was just super lazy and didn't want to think about it. So instead I started writing some notes for myself here about some of the things I need to do next. Man, sorry I missed the majority of it. Glad to hear I got the union working though. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that. Don't feel bad about missing though. I mean, it is always great to have people tuning in and chatting, but you know what? Life goes on, right? If you miss it, you miss it. That's no problem on my end. It is a little weird that you didn't get a notification, but I'm not going to worry about that. There's nothing I can do about it on my end anyway. I have not done anything different on my end, so it just some glitch in the cloud or something. Who knows? I'm just kind of gonna finish up a few little notes to myself here, and then I am gonna get going. It's nearing that time for me anyway, but that's gonna be okay for now. Most definitely my end stream just crashed. Oh, well, okay. Yeah, nothing I can do. I don't think there's anything weird on my end anyway, so it goes. So it goes. While I'm thinking about it though, I've been wondering about if I should switch up my times or add different times to when I stream. Because I do kind of wonder if I could start to get some new eyeballs on the stream too, if I change when I stream a little bit. The reason I think about that is just 2 o'clock to 4 or 5 is still like, you know, work time for a lot of people. So I just in the back of my mind do wonder about that. The problem is I really like streaming at this time. It works well for my schedule. And I don't want to just completely slice out some people that already do watch now for some other set of people that do watch later. You kind of can't win entirely. I was just thinking of, I have no solution to that yet. I was just thinking about it a little bit. May get a bigger audience just because work hours for folks. Yeah, it's something I probably should experiment with a little bit. So I'm trying to set up in the near future when I could maybe do that. I mean, what I could do potentially is have, I don't know. I don't know. I have to think about it, but I think it is worth it on my end to kind of poke around and experiment just a little bit, you know? Because I do like doing this, and I want to keep the momentum going, you know, keep it growing a little bit. I need to manage this project more professionally. First idea is to learn org agenda, org Rome, see if those tools can help me manage this more thoroughly. Could also use GitHub more effectively to do basic TM, maybe Trello, perhaps. I don't know. I think I'll probably, I don't know about this. For sure, man. Whatever works for your goals. If you want to grow, you'll probably have to stream during non-work hours. Development is targeted toward a smaller and more mature audience than League of Legends, for instance. Viewer base is already kind of small for streaming dev stuff as this. Yeah, that's definitely true. It's weird, right? Like streaming it, like if I were just streaming games and stuff like that, I think the way to succeed in that sort of quote unquote market is kind of, you gotta either be on the grind and stream a lot and be pretty entertaining, or carve out a niche and get really good at a certain game or a certain genre of games. But I don't know, the advantage of programming is you're guaranteed to be in a smaller niche anyway. So the amount of people that you have to appeal to is smaller up front, sort of theoretically speaking, but it has its own set of disadvantages, right? Like you almost have to think of it differently than if you were, say, a game streamer or something like that. But you're totally right. It's niche to begin with, and I have to kind of approach it in a different way. So just have to think about what I want to actually achieve. What I do know up front is I enjoy doing it, so I don't want to quit. I don't want to stop. Yeah, and I don't want to take it so seriously and get all cynical about it either, you know. So there's some balance there where I have a sweet spot. No, I don't know. I'll figure it out. I don't need all the answers right away. But yeah, so for sure, I'm the most excited to try org agenda when it comes to managing projects. Org Roam. These seem fun to try, but I don't know if they'll actually help me or if they'll just be like a permanent tangent and always distract me. Trello I've used before. It looks nice, but it's like Trello, I've used it before, but it's one of those things where it's like out of sight, out of mind a little bit, you know? So I start using it and then I forget to look one day and it just drops off the radar too quickly. So I'm not keen on that. GitHub's great, but I'm not good at it. I don't look at it frequently enough, so even that has some issues. So I do kind of think this is probably where I should start. Oops. Start here, because I think it'll be the most fun. Oh wait, let's make that look cooler, like this. No, how does this work? Pipe. ASCII art. Woo! Whatever path you go with, I'll keep on tuning in for what it's worth. Hey, I appreciate that, Mike. That's super encouraging. And I'm not being that's genuine. Maybe it didn't sound genuine, but it is. It's really nice. It's cool to have you tune in so frequently and help me out so much too. It's awesome. I dig it. I am into it. As you might be able to tell, I am basically done for the day. I'm just sitting here drawing ASCII arrows. Are there other... Do you know any good like tools that would, kind of lightweight... It's a very specific search, and I'm gonna get useless articles, I'm sure. Yeah, all these listicles. Ugh, this is not helping me right now. That's ridiculous. Yep. Mostly use GitHub issues and Trello for personal projects. Yeah, I'm not opposed to them. You can make your own in Clojure script. Oh, that's true too. I'm a little hesitant to do that, and the reason is this. I really want to, but I really think I'll get caught in the weeds and it'll never be good enough, and I'll never actually use it to track any projects. That's the fear I have of just making my own. But that would be kind of a fun experiment. It's like, I don't know. I really am a little mildly ashamed of how little time I've spent on optimizing my workflows and my tools and things like that. Fair enough, yeah. I feel like if I spend, let's say, an afternoon on a Saturday just hunkering down, fixing up my Emacs config, setting up some simple templates, changing up some key bindings, learning a few of the a few features yet, trying to figure out a decent approach to org agenda. I feel like without needing to reinvent any of those wheels myself, I could probably get to like 80% of my ideal workflow with low effort, all said and done. The problem is I just keep not doing that. I keep putting it off. And so I end up using Emacs all the time, but just really feel as if I'm not using it to its fullest. And then the next thought that comes into my mind is, well, maybe I'm overcomplicating it. Maybe I should just learn a simpler tool. You know, maybe I should try and teach myself Vim, because once I have the key bindings learned and that sort of modal editing and navigation figured out, maybe then it's a fast and simple tool and I don't need to overcomplicate it. But I don't know. It's just, it feels like I would jump down a rabbit hole either way. Take a stream to learn how to use it one day. Could add some variety, which could bring new viewers and would give you a break from this current project. You know what? That is actually a fantastic idea. You know, I might just have to do something like that. Because, you know, it is true that I do kind of want to shift my brain away from this project every once in a while. I seriously love working on it. This is one of the longest running projects I've had where I still have tons of desire to keep working on it. But switching it up a little bit is probably a good idea, kind of to get the mental gears unstuck again. There's a guy streaming today who was learning Tmux and customizing it as he went. So people are streaming learning technologies. All right, so there is prior art in the in that category, so that's nice. You know, it's not a bad idea. I think that'd be kind of fun. Let me see here. I'm just writing this down for myself here. Stream idea. Learn Vim on stream. Not a bad idea. I've got nothing left to say really. I think I'm gonna call it a day. Didn't accomplish quite as much today, although I am quite happy I did discover another edge case and fix that, so that's really good. And I'm, let's say, 90% sure that my polygon-union is actually done. So it's just a matter of fixing up my ear clipping algorithm, which is something I know I can do. So that's a pretty big ticket item out of the way. One of the bigger blocks that I've been having, actually. So now that I've got that done, probably a few features can come along pretty quickly, which is fantastic. And now I have an idea or two from you, Mike, about maybe mixing it up with a slightly different stream. And then I've actually learned some new things too. That'd be cool. But that will be it for me for the day. Yeah. Don't have much more to say other than thanks for tuning in. Thanks for chatting. Mike in particular. If there's anyone else tuned in now or later, I appreciate that, of course, as well. Please never hesitate to join in on the chat. It is always fun. I try my best to be helpful and friendly. And I love chatting with people. So cool. Sorry that you missed it again. Keep an eye on the channel for next time. Hey, you know, I always appreciate it when you're there. Don't feel bad for missing it. I'll keep streaming and you can keep tuning in. How about that? Anyway, thanks a lot. I will be back again on Thursday, and I don't know what I'll be streaming then. If I have a major breakthrough with my library here, I will be streaming that. Otherwise, I might do some Vim, but we'll see. No promises. I only promise that I'll be back Thursday. All right, have a good one. I'll be on my way.